Suspense. Your host tonight is Autolite, maker of the sensational wide-gap Autolite resistor spark plug and the dependable Autolite Stay Full battery. Autolite makes over 400 products for cars and trucks, bumpers and hubcaps, radiator grills and ornaments, bullseye seal beam headlights, ignition systems, spark plugs, batteries, fuel pumps, windshield wipers, instruments and gauges, wire and battery cable, and many more. So remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. And now, Autolite and its 96,000 dealers everywhere present Suspense.
Dr. Violet's amazing and modern creations actually move. Modern and historic burdens recreated before your eyes. You see the nice front, hear the scream, see the blood flow. Cleveland torso murders. Jeff Pomeroy, the white-eyed boy murderer of Boston, who killed and Robert Irwin, lonely heart killer. Ticket. Will you take your ticket? There you are. Most of these.
Two tickets. How much?
$1.50.
What? Well, I'm afraid I got a wax work for only 30 cents.
Frankie and Johnny, Cain and Abel, Catherine the Great. See and hear action in these animated
Anything off the service, man?
Frank Chicago, Dance of Chinatown. What did I say?
Still makes it
Personally conducted murder tour. What went on in the murderer's mind is actually explained by Dr. Violet, program lecturer on criminal psychology in Southern California. Or anywhere else. Yes, sir.
Ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Here you are, sir. Is there anything off for college? Natalia, killed by his own booby trap. Albert Fish, the private life of Sigmund Freud, and what he dreamed of in Muslim Mass. Ticket.
Is there anything off for college students?
How much do you pay for tuition?
$300, I think.
For 75 cents, my husband could teach you more than those old bogies ever dreamed of.
You must be Mrs. Violet.
I am. Okay, boy.
Gee, what are the cops going in for? Well, those were 3 cops, weren't they? Oh, heck. Let's go get some clams and beer, huh?
I'd rather go in here.
It's a racket. Anyway, I've only got $2 left.
Well, I have money.
Look, Lois, I ask you out now. I can't
I
let
brought
you...
$1 mad money. I can spend that.
Well, not on me, you
Well,
can't.
you buy yours and I'll buy mine.
Look, I wouldn't go into that jip joint if I had $1 million. And incidentally, why you're so hot and bothered about seeing this stuff, I don't know.
Because I'm taking a course in abnormal sight. That's why.
Oh, fool.
Are we going to quarrel?
Let's go get those clams and make up, huh? Hey, we're still in love, aren't we?
Take it easy.
Still married, aren't we? We're going to be. All right. Come on, then it's clams and beer, cold.
The rattlesnake killing of Mary James, whose husband strapped her to the kitchen table and then tied her in a cage of rattlesnakes for 24 hours while he read.
Look, honey, we don't want to see that stuff.
Dr. Violet lectures on the Cleveland torso murders. Dr. Violet explains the white-eyed boy murderer of Boston.
For Pete's sake, Lois, let's get out of here. Now, look, Lois, I'm going to count to 5. If you don't come with me, then I'll go along. I mean it.
We'll meet in the clam place in half an hour.
We're about to begin.
I have...
Yes, thank you, miss.
Thank you.
Dr. Violet's lecture about to begin.
One ticket, please.
One ticket, there you are.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
In these amazing displays, every item is authenticated.
You just follow me. Next, we have one of the most horrifying killers in the annals of criminology. Dr. Wortham has called him a polymorph perverse adult. This man indulged in such heinous crimes against humanity.
Excuse me, please. May I ask a question?
No questions. That I find it beyond my taste to describe them to you. Here he is, Albert Fish, a house painter. It's estimated that Fish attacked 100 persons, killing at least 15 of them. And during all that time, he was well known to the authorities. He had been in and out of asylums and jails for years. Yet while he was in those institutions, no one ever bothered to deal with him in anything other than a routine and perfunctory manner. After the killing of 9-year-old Grace Budd, Fish lived for 6 years in the same neighborhood and wearing the same suit of clothes that he'd had on at the time of her murder. Now, before I conclude my lecture, I have a personal appeal which I always make to my audiences. I beg you to remember this. For all the crimes you have seen recommitted this afternoon, you are in part responsible.
Well, how do you figure that one, Doc?
My dear sir, no man is born a murderer or a criminal. He is made criminal by us. By his mother, perhaps, who married a man she didn't love and was divorced. By a harsh school teacher who thought that the boy should be taught a lesson. By that slum he grew up in over that year he couldn't find work. Or by a whole succession of petty tyrannies and indecencies which we are all guilty of, one to the other in this difficult daily round that makes up our lives. Yes, thank you. That's all.
Don't you love him?
Hey, doctor, what about the next one there? Ain't you going to tell us about him, huh?
Clarence Trevor?
Yeah, the one over there that's dark.
I don't include Trevor in my lectures because his case parallels the one I've just discussed, except on one count.
Oh, what's that?
What's what?
Well, what's the one count?
Clarence Trevor, also a sadomasochist and a psychotic with a strong mother fixation, chooses his victims not children, but young women about to be married whom he hoped to save from what he considered the corruptions of the flesh.
Well, Doc, you mean he still does?
I use the present tense to indicate that Trevor is still at liberty.
Oh, no.
Shocked? 60% of the murderers in this country go undiscovered.
Oh, Doc, I can hardly believe that.
Can't the detectives, can't the police do something about it?
My dear young lady, many detectives and police are stupid and or corrupt.
Oh, no.
Why? Because you permit it. Many chiefs of police and district attorneys and judges and lawyers and the directors of our state institutions are themselves, in God's truth, criminally liable because they function only in terms of their own careers. Why? Because you permit it. And you, and you, and you, and you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That doesn't seem to make sense.
Oh, Doc. You ever seen that mousy fellow around here before?
What fellow?
The one with the dark glasses.
Oh, him. Yes, he comes every day and asks me when I'm going to lecture on Trevor.
How long's that been going on?
Oh, for about a week, I should say. Since the day of the murder.
You see, the cops hushed it up. She was a nobody, so nobody cared. So they couldn't find the murderer. So they hushed it up. Is that a fact? I work for a beach concession here. And I come in here every day to rest my eyes from the glare.
Well, that must cost you a lot of money.
No. I found a back way in. Sneaked in, so I don't have to pay.
Yes, I see.
It's a copper. The reason that the Trevor display is dark, that one there, is because that's where the girl was murdered.
You mean right in that display?
Right smack in it.
Oh, gee whiz. You dropped your glasses. Wait a minute. Now, here they are.
They didn't find the girl's body for 5 days. And the reason was that everybody thought that the dead girl was a wax figure.
You mean they left the real body in there in place of the wax one?
Changed the clothes and everything.
Well,
Nobody saw it for 5 days.
Yeah, but what
Now,
happened?
Father, we've got enough of this.
Oh, well, I'd like to hear the rest of it. Your mousy there seems to know quite a bit.
Yeah.
Go sit on his tail, but close. Wherever he goes, stay right with him.
Right, Inspector.
Johnny, put the padlock on.
With the chief?
That is straight from downtown.
Padlock him now.
Presto.
What? What was that?
Oh. Too bad we've got to close you up, Doc.
Oh. Well, actually, I'm rather relieved.
See out front.
Right. You see, the chief figures Trevor himself did this job.
He does?
Yeah. We think that while you were lecturing to the crowd about Trevor, he was standing there listening to you.
Can that be possible?
Your lecture gets him going like a hot rod. He hits the girl in one of these dark corners, takes her up till closing time, then he's got the whole night to spend with her.
Perhaps. Trevor was never a man to be rushed. He likes a broad margin for his refinements.
Well, I wouldn't worry, Doc. You'll be open in a week. And when this hits the papers, you'll make a fortune here.
Well, I hope so.
Smoke, Lois, if this is what you're like, I'm glad I found out now.
Well, I certainly found out what you're like.
Well, I gave in to you, didn't I? Said you wanted to come here, and we came.
Yeah, for 2 minutes when the lecture was all over.
That was enough for me.
Well, I'm going to wait and hear the next lecture, and I'm going to hear it all the way through.
Suit yourself.
Might as well get our money's worth.
Only don't expect me to be waiting at the clam bar.
He's a charming, sweet old man.
Now, look, Lois, I'm going to take the next bus right back to the base.
His wife's right. He'll teach me a lot more than college ever could.
Well, if you feel like sending me a letter there, you can.
And you're wrong. You're pig-headed and wrong.
But,
Art?
Your fiancé has left you?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
What time is the next lecture start? I want to hear it, and then I'll catch up with him.
Well, I'll be glad to begin right now. Come, my dear, we'll start with Chinatown. Chinatown is the name given to that section of the cities of San Francisco and New York where there is not only a large Chinese population, but also, oh, do sit down, unfortunately, an incidence of disease and
But
poverty.
look, I'm all alone. Shouldn't you wait for more people?
If I had to wait, I'd rush, and then I wouldn't have a broad margin. Do sit down. On second thought, perhaps you're right. Will you excuse me while I see if I have any other listeners?
In just a moment, we'll see the second act of this evening's suspense story, Dr. Violet. Well, the football season is well underway, friends, and right now, I'd like you to meet a real all-American gal. We're very lucky to have her with us this evening because she's a mighty popular young lady.
Well, I will be next weekend. You know I'm going to 2 different football games.
Ah, yes, Ellen. I understand that Friday you'll be out there rooting for a favorite halfback, and on Saturday giving your moral support to a fullback. I suppose you'll be driving that snappy new convertible of yours,
Oh, sure. I'll just hop in the car, put the top down, and I'll just be on my way.
Well, you know, Helen, you certainly won't want to miss either of those games, because if you do, there'll be a couple of mighty deflated football players. So let me give you a little tip. If you want to make sure of getting off to a good start and not having any battery trouble on the way, you want to have that nice little car of yours equipped with a reliable Autolite Stay Full battery. Yes, ma'am. You know, friends, the Autolite Stay Full is the safe, dependable battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. Now, that's mighty important to you drivers, and I'd like to show you what. You see, in the ordinary battery, small particles flake off the positive plates. So the ordinary battery has to have a large space in the bottom of the case to hold those particles, otherwise they'll get together like you see them there and short-circuit the cells. But there's a big difference in the new Autolite Stay Full battery. In the Stay Full battery, every positive plate has a fiberglass retaining mat protecting it. holding the active materials in place. There you see it, the fiberglass, the feature that gives a real advantage to the Autolite stay-full battery. Well, whereas the ordinary battery requires this much extra space below the plates, the Autolite stay-full doesn't need all that space. So we can take the extra space and use it to advantage by putting it up above the plates. Now, if we put electrolyte in both batteries, enough in each one to cover the plates completely, you'll see there's space left for extra water. Yes, friends, that's the big secret of the Autolite stay-full battery, extra liquid reserve. You see, an ordinary battery holds only this much extra water, whereas the Autolite stay-full battery with that extra space above the plates holds over 3 times as much water, and that gives you over 3 times the liquid protection of ordinary batteries. And you see, that's why you have to put water in your Autolite stay-full battery only 3 times a year in normal car use. And say, here's another fact that you drivers should know about. In recent tests conducted according to the life cycle standards of the Society of Automotive Engineers, the stay-full battery was found to give 70% longer life. So why don't you take advantage of more convenience, greater safety, and longer life by getting yourself the battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use, the Autolite stay-full battery. Oh, say, Helen, listen, while you're out there rooting for those glamorous football players, I don't want you to forget to give a long locomotive for Autolite. So just as a reminder, would you take this pennant along with you?
Oh, why, thanks a lot, Rex, but Yarwall, I never heard of that school.
Oh, well, that's my alma mater, Yarwall, Y-A-R-W-A-L. It stands for You're Always Right with Autolite. And now the second act of Dr. Violet.
No, please, officer.
There's no need carrying on like this, lady. That can't last long.
But you have no idea how this may affect my husband.
Now, come on, now, call him out, will you? I gotta get this place locked up.
He needs to give his lectures. He'll get sick if he doesn't.
What, are you breaking my heart?
We've been here 5 years. Everything's peaceful.
Come on, now, stop bawling, will you?
No, just because of one accident. Oh, officer, please, I beg you.
You're too big to bawl. Hey, is everybody out from in there?
Yes, sir. Everybody's out.
All right, we'll just click it closed. It's on me. Compliments of Los Angeles. Greatest little police force this side of heaven. Hey, chin up, huh?
Suppose we might as well take them down now.
What will you do now?
Take it to the Lord. Whenever my beloved mother was sore perplexed, she always went to Angela's temple. So shall I.
What time will you be back?
Oh, an hour in, an hour out.
Back for dinner, then?
Oh, yes.
I've ordered clams. You always like clams, so...
Goodbye, dear. See you at 6.
Clarence! Oh, come home with me now, sweetie. I'll hold you tight.
Sweetie, I'm all right.
Don't you think maybe you should go back to Camarilla for a while?
No. Oh, no. I'm all right. I've been all right for 5 years. Except for last week, and that'll never... Not again. That'll never happen.
What is this? You're locked up already, but it's bright noon.
That's right.
Well, did you happen to see which way my girl went?
Didn't she come out with you?
Did you see her, Doctor?
2 minutes ago, I saw her.
You did? Where?
Across the street. She took a cab.
Son of a gun, that cooks it.
You could have a nice rest in the hospital there.
Don't you think that sailor had sly, dirty eyes?
And then, as soon as they let us open up here again...
My cheek feels so hot.
Then you could come back and give your wonderful lectures again. Sweetie, please, for me, for Mama.
I think you're right.
Oh, good. Good. I'll put in the call right now. We'll take the bus right after dinner.
Violet, let's go to Cario right now.
But, sweetie, I have to make a call
Mama,
first.
take me to the bus right now.
But you'll be all right. You'll go straight to the temple, and then you'll come straight home. And anyway, if we're going to Camarilla, I have to get my hair done. Those doctors think I'm the most wonderful wife in the world. Can't look messy, can I? All right, sweetie. Yes? Say yes like a good boy.
I'll take a cab both ways.
See you at 6.
Can't you say anything, do anything? Don't think me crazy. Dr. Violet! Dr. Violet!
Don't pound on that door.
Oh, Dr. Violet.
That's for an emergency.
Oh, but this is an emergency.
My dear young lady, if you become fearful, I'll gladly show you the way out.
But you were going so long and there wasn't a soul around, so I... Oh, Dr. Violet, I'm so relieved. I'm so glad to see another human being.
I don't suppose you want me to continue with my lecture now, do you?
Not now, please. Please show me the way out.
Of course. Of course, my dear.
But I'll certainly come back again and hear your lecture. Maybe this July. I'm going to graduate in June, then marry my sailor. We could stop here on our honeymoon, because I really want to hear your lecture, Dr. Violet. I think you're brilliant.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to turn the light on in the next display. I thought you might like to see Clarence Trevor. Actually, this is a brand new display. I opened it only last week. I lectured only once on Trevor, and then we had an accident.
What happened?
Something went wrong with the mechanism.
How does this one move? She get her head cut off, too?
Oh, no. Trevor never decapitates, and I'll explain why. Trevor's father was an extremely forceful man. He started life in a steel mill, and after 19 years, he had worked his way up to the presidency. The father was also extremely unfaithful. This turned the gentle mother into a recluse. She spent hours in spiritual meditation and in self-discipline.
Dr. Violet,
of course,
I really must...
She took her son with her. Night after night, she read to the little chap from the lives of the saints and the martyrs.
Please show me the way out.
The book was beautifully illustrated. Joan of Arc burned at the stake. The witches hanged at Salem. A crusader impaled by a Turk. But of all the martyrs, the one that impressed the little boy most was Sebastian.
I must go.
I'll let you out in just a minute. Lois, do you remember Sebastian? Do you remember how he was roped to a tree and pierced to death with arrows? Do you, Lois? Do you, dear?
In your eyes.
Of course, later he began to hate his mother. Then
Stop,
there was no
Clarence,
stopping.
Trevor!
Of course. You didn't cry. I want you to cry. Blessed are the pure, for they shall see the kingdom.
Hello, Doctor.
What are you doing here?
I hope you don't mind my snooping around, but I've lost my sunglasses and I...
Anything that's lost and is found in the ticket booth.
Oh, I see you've been working on the new display. That's all right. That looks almost real.
Your glasses will be in the ticket booth.
Hey, look at her move. Say, that's the best you've ever done. And listen at that. You even got a phonograph rigged up.
I said your glasses were in the ticket booth.
All right, Doc, take it easy. Let's see how this thing is rigged up.
Now, cry out to high heaven against the bloody sins of the world. I will protect you. I will save you.
How do you like that?
I never figured it was the doc.
I was hanging around here like you told me, and I seen a beachcomber duck through the back way, so I'm sure it was him. But it wasn't.
I never figured the doc.
Well, goes to show.
This is Rex Marshall speaking for Autolite, and in just a moment I'll tell you about our story and star for next week. But first, I'd like to remind you that though batteries may look alike, there's only one Autolite Stay Full, the battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. So remember, friends, batteries may look alike, but the wise motorist gets the Stay Full. Money can't buy a better battery. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. Next week, our story of suspense will be The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe, starring Bela Lugosi. Be sure to listen to Suspense each Thursday night on the radio.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.